Here we are. I don't know why I'm singing still. It is day 70 after failing after a 4-hour and 20-minute stream to reach 0 on the timer on day 69. It's now day 70, June 29th, Saturday. We started with 6 minutes left on the timer. We got 3 subs and doubled that to 12 minutes left on the timer. We left off with 68,176.91 megabytes. Are you ready to continue? I'm trying to get it in here. If nothing, committed to the bit. So we're starting the timer with 12 minutes. There's at least a solid Minecraft day left. 14 minutes. Quick, start the timer.
12-minute stream.
12, you mean 14-minute stream. UK Phil, all the way from the UK, I've heard. 25 months in the sub-tub with those Bezos bucks. And the seconds start moving now. There they go. And the woofs should be ready now. Woof! That sounded a little bit distant, but Wolfie's ready. Whoops, I destroyed the wrong part. Oh no, I didn't. Alright. Let's secure the hidey hole. Grab Wolfie. Day 70. I heard it. It was distant. Everybody heard it. It's fine. Run away from the timer. Oh, I overcompensated. I always do. I don't feel like I was trying to unconsciously... Whoa! Consciously, that's lava. Not do that I've continued to do.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
How's that sneaky 6-minute left stream going?
We're trying. Hey, listen. Oh, jeez.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing
Oh,
to
no!
How's that sneaky 6-minute left stream going?
It's not. That's a problem. we got double alerts. Which I think also go towards the timer as that. So that's unfortunate. That's not my fault. That's Stream Elements and or Twitch. I think last year we determined that yes, when we get the double alert glitch.
I am just testing.
That added 15 seconds and there's another 15 seconds.
I am just testing.
Not doing it's double Jeopardy time. No, I think it only works on bits as well. Bits with messages. Why am I telling you this? How rich are you? Not at all. Rich in friendship. And sneaky little sheep in the corner. I see you there. You won't be escaping the shears. Rich in butter, yes. Well, I mean, we did have a corn on the cob dipped in butter today at the log
Thanks for letting me
show.
sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Maybe the real richness was the subs we made along the way.
Oh my
Thanks for
god.
letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Maybe the real richness was the subs we made along the way.
Maybe, Doc Radis, maybe. Because corn looks like logs? No, because corn on the cob was really the only gluten-free thing we could find amongst the sea of hamburgers and hot dogs and Lord knows what else. Indeed. So I've got some pictures from that. I've already posted one to the Discord. A very SnowRunner themed picture.
That's what she says.
That's what she says.
That's what she says.
That's what she says.
Oh my god.
That's what she says. This repetitionist isn't going to get annoying. This repetitionist isn't going to get annoying.
I might have to find a way to fix that. Maybe like
Nana's dead.
disconnect and reconnect.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. 59 months from Guntharg with those Bezos bucks. Tub. And Hype Train. But try not to draw attention to it. Oh, speaking of pinning things, maybe this will distract everybody from the Hype Train if I pin this message. Did I not pin this message?
And this is one year I'd like to forget.
That scared me. I thought it
We
was
did
the other
America.
alert. We did it, America. Who was that? Chase! With a year in the subtub. Oh no.
Double Bodgerin repetitionitis.
Bodgerin? Repetitionitis? Oh no, no, no. Alright, now that ad, this is... Oh my god. How do I... I refreshed. Maybe that fixed it. Undo everything. I refreshed my stream elements activities. Maybe that did it. I've been streaming just FLoB for 3 months. Since March 28th. Oh, that didn't work. Shoot. I don't know how to fix that.
This is a test bit alert.
No, Sabbath. I can fix it. I can
This
fix
is a
it.
test bit alert.
This is the free.
Double oink.
All right, I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna log back in.
Double oink.
So that's not working. Update your details. No, I won't. I don't know if that helped.
Maybe that oink got in too soon. Here's a valid test. Maybe that oink got in too soon. Here's a valid test.
What happened to Minecraft? I'm breaking everything. There it is. Alright, so maybe streaming today was cursed from the beginning. Technically cursed. It's fine. It's only 23 minutes now. See you all in a week. I mean, I will say, you won't be missing much because I definitely feel as though I'm coming down with the viri that the girlfriend has.
I can only see a horrible rainbow!
I hex you with cursititionitis.
Cursititionitis.
I can only see a horrible rainbow!
I hex you with cursititionitis.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to fix anything about that. Women do be incubating disease. Stop, stop, he's already dead. That's an alert I should have set up. It's fine. It stopped. Reasonable. 50% off bits. Kind of. I don't get double money, if that's what you're wondering. These are just the alerts. I wish that was the case. I wish that was a frequent bug on Twitch. I've collected all the level 1 emotes. Yeah, it's just all gonna calm down. After that. You gotta have faith. People had their fun. Whoa, almost fell in. What's that? Indeed. That's never gonna grow. That's never gonna grow there. That was a poor place to plant a tree. Excuse me, my Twitch notification said 6 minutes. That was true. At the time. Was the style at the time. Was the timer at the time. Oh, that's too high. Is there a spam filter? No. I mean, there's only a spam filter on the messages. Like, for words and stuff. Like, bits, you can't really spam bits. You know? Because it's like, oh, you're spamming giving me money? Please, stop. Oh, there's no way to block bits.
Almost 2 months.
2 months? So, what's new?
+2?
2 months! That was +2 minutes. Add a vote. For 2 months. Flip dub.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Can't spam bits? That sounds like a challenge.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Can't spam bits? That sounds like a challenge.
This old chestnut.
Eco.
Eco, the dolphin.
Eco.
Eco, the dolphin. Repetitiones. Oh, Twitch is having some problems today. I right now just received the notification that I've collected all the level 1 emotes for that hype train that happened 10 minutes ago. I mean, I was in my head, and I know this is going to make some people upset that I didn't decide this. I was like, alright, what if I just say by the end of June, if it doesn't end, that's like the limit, and I press F3 and end it. But then I'm like, no, I did say, both of the previous subathon and this one, if it goes on forever, then we'll just go all the way to the FARLANDS. And my commitment to the bit is all I have left. I may not have courage, strength, leadership, but what I do have is committing to bits. So I gotta stick with what works for me.
In the next Tuesday it will end, but if not.
But if not...
In the next Tuesday it will end, but
Oh,
if
God.
not.
I'm like, why did that say that twice? It's been doing that whole time, Kurt. We've been here. We've been through this.
Did someone say bits? Did someone say bits?
Excuse me. Oh no.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I too am committed to the bits, and subs and donations.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I too am committed to the bits, and subs and donations. Another dimension. Another dimension.
He doesn't say it right.
Another dimension.
Oh god.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
What adds to the timer? Can the timer be added during the
Another
break?
dimension.
You're already assuming that it's not going to end today. Kind of, yes. I have to keep my computer on because this timer runs locally. So no promises, but I take after every stream I take a screenshot to know what we ended at. So then I can review if we had anything pop up on the feed to make sure it got added. If it doesn't end today and we come back, I think the thing that will probably kill it is the Twitch-induced inflation. Is the increased sub prices for gift subs. I'm pretty sure that would constrain some bath bombers, I think. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Tips do. It's all on pinned in chat. There's a link with what each thing does. Or right there. Thank you, Mamatsky.
I don't know how to read. Carrot.
Carrot. I don't know how to read carrot. Oh, I thought that one wasn't going to do it.
Carrot.
Everybody loves a carrot. Huh. Oh, just short. Can I finish this subathon before Prague? Sounds like some sort of Top Gear challenge. Prague champ. Oh, he jived when I thought he would juke. What is a Mr. Jeeb? What is Mr. Jeeb? Is he an onion? Is he a garlic? You've got your emotes to see him, and you can identify that bird for yourself. Jeeb origins. Oops, all jeeb. Look at these wolves.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Are you factoring in the double?
If you start Star Trek Season 1 Episode 15 right now, this clip will play as the timer expires. Message repeats.
Thanks for
He
letting me
did.
sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
If you start Star Trek Season 1 Episode 15 right now, this clip will play as the timer expires. Message repeats.
What are you doing, Wolfie? Oh. What sort of shenanigans are you getting involved in? Yep, before the hour ends, we will get coordinates. That's definitely true. The double was also happening in Cone's stream. Oh, wasn't he doing a crowd control thing too? So he had like double effects on what people gave. Somebody could have warned me.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Have you given up two
I
paladins?
just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh, that doesn't work. Where is this torch? There is this torch. Well, that seems safe. Think I can make that jump? Wolfie does. Let's go this way.
Pete and Repeat are in a boat. Pete fell off. Who's left? Pete and Repeat are in a boat. Pete fell off. Who's left?
Jokes! Boogie noises. Oh, that one. Oh, that's still... It didn't read it aloud. Yeah, I think I made it way back in the day so that I wouldn't get bit spam. Wolfie! I made it so that anything under 100 bits doesn't get text-to-speech. But then we did the special 50 bits. Alerts. For text-to-speech. 50 and 51. Or is it just 51? Just 51. You have a P.O. box still. No. It was very, very expensive. So I closed it. But what else has everybody gotten up to today? You floated in a lazy river. Well, tell it to get a job.
That's what she says. That's what she says.
Oh, no.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I hacked into Twitch to break bit alerts, twice.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I hacked into Twitch to break bit alerts, twice.
Twice. Another. I had a ground beef burrito. You've been on a bus. Don't they have, like, trains in Europe? I thought P.O. boxes were like $5 a month. Maybe in 1937. It depends on where you're at. And the availability, supply and demand and whatnot. I wasn't at a post office. If I do look at that again, I'll look at a post office. But then that restricts what sort of items can be shipped. What am I doing? I need beds. Hi, Wolfie. Well, yeah, like mailboxes. Like everybody knows. It's not an actual PO box. It's just a like a UPS store. What used to be mailboxes, etc. But UPS bought them. Benefit of those is that it's like a real address, and like UPS and FedEx will deliver to them, as opposed to an actual post office box at the post office. Some places won't deliver to post offices. Or PO boxes. Yeah, mine was like $35 a month. And that was like if you paid 6 months in advance. Well, it wasn't cheap. But I got this cool F3 button out of it. And some loose leaf tea. And I have it right there. I have a postcard. Too bad you'll never use that F3 button again. Woof. But yeah, I don't know. The problem is you can't, like, look up what they cost. You have to, like, go to the place. At least around here. $15. Nothing would ever make that change. What happened to your week break? This is the ultimatum. This is day 70. Is the ultimatum day. The Nissan Altima day. On USPS you can look it up. I've never been able to, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. But then again, I'm not really... Maybe if I reopen the sticker store, I'll need a return address. You not get motion sickness from the jitters? No. I mean, it's not like a rolling sea or a turbulent airplane. It's just jitters. It's the jitters. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that sometimes makes me be like, whoa, is like, if we're in like a flat area and the ground texture isn't moving, or the ocean texture isn't moving, I'm like, are we moving? And like having to look left or right to see if I am moving. Yeah, I think it's weird placing blocks and then they like place somewhere that should be unreachable, like behind and to the side of a block that's like in front of me. It's like, okay, I guess that works. I can't believe I'm still alive for the last 10 minutes. Never thought I'd live to see the day. I mean, I think general delivery is a thing, but if I took things general delivery to Kurt J. Mac, I would go into the post office and they'd be like, your name isn't Kurt J. Mac, so therefore, this is not your mail. I guess why such the concern over the P.O. Box? Are you all going to send me gifts and awards in the mail? Valuable things of value? Excuse me, sir. Seven minutes on the timer. See, I told you it would quiet down. Ooh.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Nothing to it.
You were right as always, Kurt.
Thanks for letting me
Still
sit in.
broken.
Nothing to it.
You were right as always, Kurt.
Can't you create a one-person company that you name Kurt J. Mac? But then I'd have to... I feel like we're losing the savings over having to form a corporation or an LLC and all the paperwork and fees that go along with that. Only to not have to pay for a P.O. box, which I'm pretty sure general delivery probably doesn't work for corporations. For this P.O. box that nobody's going to send me anything in. It's not like chat to take a small, minuscule, unimportant detail of conversation and then drill into it for hours at a time to the finest particle of minutia. There we go, 6 minutes. This is exactly where the timer started an hour ago when we started streaming. Now comes the nervous times.
Glory to you and your house.
Frequent lurker. Just realizing I had a Prime available.
Kotar, thank you for the Prime. 11 months in the subtub. 2 minutes back on the timer. Thank you very much, subtub. You get self-employed paid sick days in France? What the heck? Ooh.
Good tea. Nice house.
Kurt Sitten.
Prompts! With 5 months in the subtub, half of your life has been subbed to the FLoB-a-thon.
You may experience the emptiness with me if you wish.
Thanks.
It's Kaga. Thank you for the sub. New sub in the tub. We tricked one. We got another sucker in the tub. Tub. Got him. Got him right before the price increase. The old bait and switch. The old sub and nub. How's the Toyota truck doing? It's a Nissan. It turned into a Nissan. Oh, God. It was always a Nissan. But it's fine. It took us. It took us. It took us. It took us to the log show and back with working air conditioning. Did you ever end up adopting that Australian Shepherd? No. But I did adopt an Australian cattle dog. Boy, I sure am snarky today. Some 8 years ago. 7 years ago? Was it 2017? Or 7. Yeah, that's 7. Math. I think it's Doggo. There we go.
Did this get fixed while I was gone, or are you going to hear me repeat? Did this get fixed while I was gone, or are you going to hear me repeat? Did this get fixed while I was gone, or are you going to hear me repeat? Did this get fixed while I was gone, or are you going to hear me repeat? It turns out Kurt was the snarky yellow text all along. What twist? It turns out Kurt was the snarky yellow text all along. What twist?
A twist. I remember watching that vlog you made years ago. That vlog might have been my first dog, Eva, on the Kurt Indeed channel back in Arizona. Back to 6 minutes, right where we started. Did the girlfriend pick out Juno? No, that was PG. Free girlfriend. I picked out Juno. Did I pick out the girlfriend? I mean, I suppose technically no. You picked me out. 5 minutes. Yep. He fell into a dang hole. The dingus. I guess all these people tuning in for the alleged final 4 minutes have not been here long enough to be acquainted with the jeebening. No, it's fine. It's just a meme here at this channel, kind of like the subtub, but better. Its own sentient being. Bean? Its own sentient bean. Must have been that sentient bean I had for dinner. Two and a half minutes on the timer.
If you plan to stream snipe, remember to refresh your browser by turning off your computer for 3 minutes.
Yes,
If you plan to stream snipe,
schemy.
remember to refresh your browser by turning off your computer for 3 minutes.
The power of the timer. All right. 90 seconds remain. Okay. 2 minutes and 90 seconds remain. Jaylin, thank you for a gift sub to Arco, not to be confused with Arcus. Gift sub.
Echo.
The dolphin?
Echo.
You can feel it. Get that checked out. "90 seconds. Uh-oh. We're good? Are we good? I think we're back. Alright, I didn't stop the timer.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Brace for bits. Also stream breaking.
Yes, I saw that.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Brace for bits. Also stream breaking.
Oh.
I can go several days without rest if necessary. You cannot.
Jaylin with a 5-sub bath bomb to prevent losing the stream. Alright, we gotta count the pumpkins. $15 pumpkins. Not the most we've ever seen, but that's a healthy bunch.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Does it have to end?
That's up to you. And
thanks for letting
so
me sit
far,
in.
Ain't nothing to
you
it.
said no.
Does it have to end?
Twice. No balls for 11 more minutes. Sun is setting. All right, let me do a quick. save and backup cycle. We can do it. The backup cycle is difficult to ride. Alright, let's go to sleep. Back up the world. $68,252.69. Nice. Megabytes. Larger than Earth, don't we know it? We got 7:37 left on the timer. Oh no.
A break? In this part of the country, in this time of day 70, localized
70?
entirely in the basement?
Gotta go again. We did do, at the log show, a Bajoran golf clap. After
A break? In this part of the country, in this time of day 70, localized entirely in the basement?
Alright. On that note, 11 minutes, 50 seconds left. You've got your claps ready, but have you got your woofs ready? Woof!
Good tea. Nice house.
Woof.
Woof! No, that's wharf. That was a wharf alert. Good tea, nice house. Thank you very much. Razor for 8 months in the subtub. Subtub. Somebody's typing with their phone because I see a lot of square object letters. Insert object.
Will it? That is the question.
Will it object? What is it? How did
Will
you...
it? That is the question.
Is it just like a non-breaking space, probably? It is object. It's an unidentified object.
According to Wiktionary, looking up this character return. Computing. The object replacement character, sometimes used to represent an embedded object in a document when it is converted to plain text. According to Wiktionary, looking up this character return. Computing. The object replacement character, sometimes used to represent an embedded object in a document when it is converted to plain text.
Well, stop converting to plain text. FLoBject. Wolfie, are you not? I guess not. Ooh. How close am I to the Farlands? On the month of April. No, on April. What day was it? Was it April 15th? April 16th. We reached the floating point of 8.3 million. And the Farlands are at 12.5 million. So, but that was back on April 15th, 16th, whatever. Same diff. So who knows where we are now? Nobody. Nobody knows until the timer reaches 0. Eroding. Excuse me. Is the floating point what's causing this jitter effect? Yes. I mean, this degree of the jitter effect. There were other degrees previously. Art degree. Too slow. That's not a boat. That's a bed. You've played Boaty Betty before. Betty? Whoa, Boat Betty, bam, balam. Six minutes, right where we started today. Torches, torches, torches. Oh, perfect.
6 minutes FLoB is a flat circle. 6 minutes FLoB is a flat circle.
Lorgon, he's been here just waiting for the torches song all along. Oh. Side sleeping.
Farfignugan lands or bust.
Farfig Newton? What is a Farfig Newton?
Farfignugan lands or bust.
It's like a Fig Newton, but farther. Oh, I don't think I can make that. Ugh. I sure can. Wolfie, on the other hand. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Good tea. Nice house.
4 more.
McPrime time. With their prime sub, ironically. Or fittingly. 4 months in the sub-tub. Sub-tub! Thank you very much.
I like music.
Unfortunately, I don't have my lute.
Hoshikaroshi, 25 months in the sub-tub. Thank you very much. Sub-tub. Excuse me. Did he just fall again? That old Farvig Newton. Five minutes. That's neat. Oh, it's still moving. I just think it's neat. Eroding. This FARLANDS bus sure has got to be something else, isn't it? Ooh. Bursting with excitement. Two minutes remain. Whoa, Wolfie. They get sliced. Oh, dang, he pushed my boat. "60 seconds on the timer." "30 seconds." "20 seconds." "10 seconds."
They claim they're from another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
The timer might run down by the time this alert's over.
Imagine if this FLoB-a-thon went on for another 102 days. Days, not months. I'm not a monster.
A monster, you say?
Tin 10
Commander Sealand
gifted a tier 1 sub to Kyber. They have given 135 gift subs in the channel. Going once, going twice, sold.
Not yet. That was 102 months.
Going once, going twice, sold.
From Commander Sealand.
Another dimension?
Oh no, and now people are taking advantage of the double bits. The double bits!
Another dimension? Another dimension?
I would have never thought that this chat, of all chats, would exploit
Another dimension?
a bug in the Twitch system.
Another dimension? Another dimension? Another dimension.
Why did that one sound different? Different punctuation?
Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Repetitionist.
I got the repetitionitis.
Repetitionist. Not another dimension. Not another dimension.
Not another dimension. Hey, it's just back to 6 minutes like when we started. That's not so bad. Yeah. It's still good. It's still good. It's just at 6 minutes again. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Are we trapped here forever? I mean, the break is not just for me, it's for you all, too. You'll be surprised to remember the things You're neglecting the hygiene. You're omitting from your daily routine. This sub-tub's starting to stink. Everybody's got to hop in the personal showers before re-entering the sub-tub.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
We are in the Kurt sub-hygiene is fine Gene.
Fine Gene. Ooh.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
We are in the Kurt sub-hygiene is fine Gene.
As long as you don't drop your tablet in the tub. What if my tablet is a bath bomb tablet? Do they come in tablet form? A chewable tablet? Mmm. Lavender. They do, but they're called shower steamers? Are you supposed to use them in the shower? At which point you're just dissolving soap down the drain? Ah, I'm stuck in the undertow. Ah! 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 That was weird. It's more like a scent thing. So, a waste is what we're saying. I mean, if you got something shaped like a tablet that smells, I've got news for you. There is such a thing as a bar of soap. Ow!
Soap greater than.
Soap greater than.
Soap greater than.
Greater than what? It dissolves and is more aromatic, like a candle for the shower. But there's also candles. I don't know. It seems a little bit wasteful. Does it have a bunch of sparkles and microplastics in it too to go down the drain? Dawn on the final 90 seconds. Again. I do not need iron ore. I'm good. 1 minute. $30 seconds. Whoop, whoop. Two clowns for the price of one. $22 seconds. Oop, I missed. I missed again. Careful, Wolfie. If 49, 39. uh 20 seconds. How do I delete someone else's Twitch account?
Tin 10.
Tin
gifted a tier
10.
1 sub to Morgus Dragon. They have given 136 gift subs in the channel.
Gift sub from Tin 10 to break the tension there. Break the surface tension.
I'd like to think that we are just edging the timer and wait for somewhere nice to press F3.
You'd like
I'd
to
like
think.
to think that we are just edging the timer and wait for somewhere nice to press F3.
It's looking at me. $90 seconds. Again. Again, you telling me this has happened before? Back to 30 seconds. Timo Warner making themselves out as today's villain.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Is Timo a villain? I feel bad.
Did you turn?
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Did you turn Timo to the dark side?
Is Timo a villain? I feel bad. A pinch of bits.
A pinch. A pinch.
A pinch of bits. Slash timeout Timo Warner 420 Kurt Tummy timeout. Slash timeout Timo Warner 420 Kurt Tummy timeout.
I don't know what tummy timeout is, but... You could sign me up. Minute.
What the hell, Kim? Less than a minute to go. What the hell, Kim? Less than a minute to go.
Need boats. Need boats. Whoa. Oh my god.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
We're no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. Do I? A full commitment's what I'm thinking of, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. The first, just wanna tell you how I'm feeling, gotta make you understand, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
That one
Ain't nothing to
stings.
it.
That one stings.
We're no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. Do I? A full commitment's what I'm thinking of, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. The first, just wanna tell you how I'm feeling, gotta make you understand, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
"30 seconds. Ooh, some sort of Morse code. Here comes 10 seconds. May we all rest in peace.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me repeat myself. Ain't nothing to it.
Tit.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me repeat myself. Ain't nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Do subs give slightly less time every successive time? No.
Tin1000 gifted a tier 1 sub to Gary Yu.
Gift
They have
sub
given
from Tin.
137 gift subs in the channel. It says keep going, Kurt. It says keep going, Kurt.
What says? What says? What is it? A powers raid.
This is a momentous day. You and I have just taken the first step towards ensuring peace between our peoples.
That's what she says.
That is what
Look,
she
we're
says.
back where we started 2 hours ago.
We are back to where we
That's what
started.
she says.
Look, we're back where we started 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago. Oh, I sure am glad. Today is double bit alert day. There's a glitch with Twitch and or Stream Elements. We tried. There's nothing we can do. Ooh. Mancy. Did you change the value of bits? I mean, yes, but again, committing to the bit, I said I priced all of the subs and bits and tips somewhat conservatively from the start and said there would be no changing of values. Inflation, as it were. Although, if anything, that also means I'm not going to change it if we're still doing this when the price goes up. That's not my doing. That's not my fault. Only to compensate for counting twice. Oh, I mean, it's far too late to do that, I feel. Why am I climbing this mountain? I know better than this. Hiya. Hiya. Alright. Oh. I knew better. Alright, Wolfie, you can sit down. Make sure I don't forget Wolfie. That's the bed. That's a bed right there. That's not what I wanted to do. We did it successfully. Oh. Two minutes. This is it. I can feel it. One measly little minute. $20 seconds, 44 seconds. That wasn't even Timo Warner that time. 10 seconds. Oh, 19 seconds.
Decisions.
And a gift sub from 10-1 million.
Decisions.
That was close.
Tin100 gifted a tier 1 sub to Dangered Wolf. They have given
Dangered Wolf?
138 gift subs in the channel. Let's see if this repetitionist will distract chat so the timer runs out.
Oh my god. We still have to listen to this again.
Let's see if this repetitionist will distract chat so the timer runs out.
So you're telling me I need to put a character limit now on the bit messages. Is that what we've learned? Good lord, the jittering doesn't give me a headache. That did. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trying again. 30 seconds left on the timer. "15 seconds. "9 seconds. I saw
Twin
4.
Whoa, gifted a tier 1 sub to the Juniper system.
The
They have
Juniper
given
system.
139 gift subs in the channel. Careful, Wolfie.
Careful, Wolfie. Is he taking damage?
Careful, Wolfie.
You saw 3? I feel like I saw 3 as
Now
well,
for something fun.
but it reset to 303.
Triple A, quadruple A.
Quadruple A.
Now for something fun. Oh, you Joe, Joe, triple A, quadruple A.
Almost 2 months.
2 months? So, what's new?
2 months. Gunsykins.
Thanks for
Tub
letting me sit
Tub.
in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nuagagugu.
There we go.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nuagagugu.
True, I have been streaming much, much more than my usual. During the subathon. Yes, it's all Farlands or bust, but maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Ah, Wolfie! Being a real bean today. Might as well get a golden apple. I can always eat pig bones. I just haven't seen any in a while, so I'm reserving those for Wolfie. Burrito time. All right. The last bed. Continuing west with 1 minute on the timer. How often do you die? Every time the timer goes up. 30 seconds.
Welcome to dawn of the final Minecraft day of FLoB. Welcome to dawn of the final Minecraft day of FLoB.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
ZK.
Thanks for letting me sit
No,
in.
Ain't nothing to it.
you don't know ZK. What if you reach the FARLANDS before the timer ends? Then mission success. However, currently 20 seconds left on the timer. Oh,
Have you ever had a dream that you had, you could, you'll do, you wants, you could do so, you'll do, you could you want them to do you so much you could do anything? Have you ever
Oh,
had a dream
jeez.
that you had, you could, you'll do, you wants, you could do so, you'll do, you could you want them to do you so much you could do anything? 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
and then Tim. Good Timo Warner. Timo 1 million.
Tin1000 gifted a tier 1 sub to Canadian_Dragon. They have given 140 gift subs in the channel.
There's only so many minutes in a Minecraft day. The double thing is, yes, a bug that I have no control over. That unfortunately decided to rear its head right now. It would be absurd to end the stream with only a few minutes left. Like 6 minutes left. Ooh, look at that. Where's Wolfie? 45 seconds. "31 seconds. Whoa. 20 seconds. Stuck on a cliff face edge thing. 8. Oh, sorry, Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie again.
Tin 1000 gifted a tier 1 sub to the never-ending
Don't go
story
back up there, Wolfie.
_. They have given 141 gift subs in the channel. Dawn of the final 2 seconds.
Dawn of the final 2 seconds, huh?
Dawn of the final 2 seconds.
This is neat and all. But I don't know if it really matches up with our theme. Our build out of water DF3 monument theme that we're trying to go with. Honestly, the middle of a dang ocean would be a unique F3 location. That's just me. When the timer hits 0, that doesn't mean that that's where I'm going to press F3. I do use the screenshots as thumbnails. You gotta check my YouTube. Check me out on YouTube. Like, favorite, and ring that bell. "30 seconds again." "10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Dawn of the final 61 bits that I have sad face.
Commander
It's been real,
Sealand.
y'all. Dawn of the final 61 bits that I have sad face. It's been real,
You
y'all.
could not get obviously closer than that.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Time is the Enemy.
That was well done. Good lord. I was ready to see it. I didn't think it would end. And then it didn't. What do we got? Where's the sun? The sun is setting. There it is. There's the sun in the sky. You mean y'all don't want to come back in 7 days to pick up right where we left off? Having gotten on with your lives? I mean, there's an easy way to secure that fate. I'm not saying what it is.
Thank you so much.
That's what it is. That'll do it. That'll do it.
You are going to assist me in a most important ceremony.
All right. And now there are
Was it that?
197 people watching who will never return to this stream.
Was it that?
They've had it up to here. They're fed up. Good lord. All right, Wolfie, don't take damage.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Thank you for letting me sit in.
If you start Star Trek TNG Season 1 Episode 15 right now, this clip will play in 20 minutes after Kurt is on vacation.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
And a hype train at that. Good lord.
If you start Star
What is
Trek
happening in here?
TNG Season 1 Episode 15 right now, this clip will play in 20 minutes after Kurt is on vacation.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Kurt Toit.
Y'all is crazy. 1 second. I was ready.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Kurt Toit.
Level 4 hype train.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Oh.
Ain't nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Good lord. Oh, that's not how that works. And a bath bomb. From Darkness. Bonka, ZK, thank you for the bits. Mamatsky.
That's what she says.
That's what she says, Mamatsky. Did you know that?
That's what she says.
I wonder if they're double counting to the hype train. And JCav with a 2-sub bath bomb. That was a level 3. That was 2 level 3s. The JCav is the level 3 gift subber. Also known as his name on the streets.
Fun bit of advice. Anonymous gift subs take longer to process than normal subs. I will not divulge this source of information.
Okay. That's a boat! That's not a bed, that's a boat!
Fun bit of advice. Anonymous gift subs take longer to process than normal subs. I will not divulge this source of information.
You are fully dilated to 10 centimeters. You may now give birth.
Aurora Nora, were you waiting until the timer reaches 0 to do that sub? Thank you for 9 months, sub baby, in the sub tub. Congratulations.
Ain't nothing to it.
Might as well get an emote for this travesty.
Travesty? How, Pallet Hands, do you have any emotes that you don't have? Let's go to sleep. We gotta go to sleep.
Might as well get an emote for this travesty.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I think it's safe to give these now.
Actually, what I should do before we leave.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
I think it's safe to give these now. Okay, fine, take some bits. Okay, fine, take some bits. Whoa, boat Betty Bambalam.
Day 70 FLoB-a-thon.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Oh, falling off cliffs.
This is it. I can feel it.
This is it. I can feel it. We left off at 68,000. 328.96 megabytes. Madness. A whole lot of yous.